dirty old man. Oh, look, it's the third brother. It's
Stop! No, I don't want a third one of those.
he
Gingy.
just whines all along, just whingy. Oh, guys.
How many brothers?
They're a big family.
It's like Nurse Joy and Jenny.
There's Genji. Hey, yeah, that's it. It's exactly it.
Genji, Shinji, and Winji. Alright.
About Gingy.
Benji.
Ginji? Well, you haven't run into him yet.
I haven't found Gingy yet.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to paint his hair ginger though.
Wingy.
Alright. So, as you walk into the building, you can see 4 older men just kind of sitting and talking loudly around a table. And there's a cute little maid that just is dropping off food and stuff and just kind of bringing stuff back and forth from the kitchen to this little spot here. As you walk in, the oldest man right here kind of turns around and goes, "Oh, hello there!
Hi.
Says, "Who are you, young travelers? I don't recognize you in this town."
Well, I'm Levy, and this is Team Fresh Floof. We're awesome.
I kind of just
We're
wait
pretty
for
cool,
him.
I guess.
He looks and goes, "Oh, yes, from the telly. We heard you on over there. We just saw your interview. That was quite an interesting thing you got there."
So, we're kind of looking for sponsorship.
He goes, "Well, we here at the Poke Fan Club of Sovereign Village are always looking to sponsor new trainers and invest in new places. So we'd be happy to sponsor you. If you could just tell us a little bit about yourselves."
Very cool.
Well, we're just out on the road doing stuff that's good for the community.
I'm a
What's
Pokemon
that?
Ranger.
She's a ranger.
I can talk to Pokemon.
And Scarlet here can actually communicate with Pokemon. She's a mystic.
He goes, "Oh, wow. Have you talked to any interesting Pokemon?"
Yeah. Don't drag me into this.
She talked to an Absol, man.
At that, the old man widens his eyes and goes, "You don't say, an Absol. I ran into an Absol once when I was a boy."
Oh, that's interesting.
He goes, "Yes." He look.
Good.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Is that your favorite Pokemon in the fan club?
He goes, "Oh, yes. You may not have heard, but our towns between Aristocrat Harbor and Microton have a local legend that there is an Absol in the forest, and no one believed me when I said I saw him when I was younger."
Yeah, don't say. I'm just gonna, like, not get any close. Let me just walk over here just a little bit as a good student.
Yeah, local legends.
Oh, that Absol.
You think?
Local legends say it's the dark guardian of the forest, and they just say it's totally rubbish. But I know the truth. I know it's an Absol, and no one here believes me. He points to his 3 friends, and he goes, "If only I could have seen it one more time. If I could have taken a picture or anything, it would have been just amazing."
Oh, God.
Gag, please do not. You will try and steal it.
We can tell him where the shrine is.
No.
No, don't do that. Because it's
Don't
kind
do
of,
that because he'll go and creep all over it.
and not only that, but it's kind of, what he's looking for is kind of dead, and it's really sad.
Yeah.
So let's just change the subject then.
Well, I'm sure you'll see it again someday, sir.
Yeah.
He goes, "Oh, I hope so. I'm just ending the near of my days. If I could just see an Absol, that would have been..."
Oh, fuck you, Stuart.
Look, okay, not as Levy now, but I just reckon if we remember once her Absol thing hatches, we just bring it back here for him.
Well, I am actually disturbed. Like, this is actually disturbing for Jade because
Well, I mean, this is not necessarily a bad thing. This is a fan club.
I know, but he wants to see something of this thing before he dies.
Yeah, but that means he might give us
Are
something
you
if we show him the egg.
dying?
I'm a fucking gravekeeper. So,
He
unfinished business is not good for.
he just looks at us as well. No, I'm just an old man, and the other 3 old men laugh at him. And he says, "Oh, don't listen to him. He's just being dramatic."
Yeah, see, everything's fine. You guys are taking it too seriously.
And the older man just slams his cane down and goes, "No, I am dying one day, and I need to see that Absol before I die."
God damn it!
Look,
Stop
guys,
it.
hold on. What if, maybe we can sweeten the deal. Maybe we can get more money off him if we promise to show, promise to show him an Absol one day.
I don't know if I trust him enough to let him know we have an egg.
I didn't say.
I don't know. No, this is actually disturbing Jade a little bit. I don't know, man.
Why is it disturbing you? It's a fan club.
Because it would be an unfinished thing that would be like, I don't know.
He might give us money.
I don't care about that. Like, I care about like him fulfilling something before like. It's stuff like that I feel like would make restless spirits and stuff, you know?
Huh?
How do you mean?
Well, okay, so he has this obsession, and an obsessive spirit and dies unfulfilled would probably be bad news. Because remember, Pokemon ghosts are sometimes humans that die.
Okay, did something happen to you in a previous game? Is that why you're worried about this?
Yeah, I'm confused too. Like you're just over the top at this point.
Yeah, but what you said.
I think Scarlet, because even though she's shy, she should state something about that she's taking care of an Absol egg, and state that it is hers. It's destined to be hers, and that's it. Nothing else.
Just
He's allowed. He could see the egg.
Just to help Alex put Alex at ease, because obviously you're saying a human spirit who's like gone unfulfilled, but that's his movie. He's not fulfilled because he's never seen an Absol.
Yeah,
So-
so if he dies unfulfilled, then he's going to be a spirit.
He's going to be an unfulfilled sort of spirit.
Yeah.
And bother Scarlet.
Yeah, see, like that.
Why didn't you show me the Absol?
Like that would actually bug me.
Hypothetically speaking, old man, what if I could make what are you gonna say, Tracy?
I said, fine, we can show him the egg and be like, when it hatches, we'll bring it back to show you.
Anyway, but I'm not going to tell him I did yet. Hypothetically, old man, if I could arrange something like that, whoa!
Yeah, he doesn't need to know that this was the guardian of the forest or anything.
It's fine. Jade's just being Jade. I'll be right back. Hold on. Child. I want to on YouTube right now. It's not a good idea.
Okay,
Is
so
that
yeah, Lavi gives him his spiel.
All right, so what's your spiel? All right, if you can see an egg, he said, "Oh, that would be fantastic. I would love to see an egg. That'd be just amazing."
Great, Scarlet, show him the egg.
Okay.
Hold on to it though. Don't like.
Yeah, keep it close to you.
Yeah, okay. I walk over to Jade and I'm like, I pick up the egg and I show him. I'm like, yeah, this is my friend.
Okay. He looks at you in awe and just like it's clearly an Absol egg because it's got the black and white and it's got like this slight spike, I guess. Like
Beautiful.
And he's like, "Oh, that is clearly amazing. I can't believe you got one. How did you come by this egg? I would love to hear this story."
We just found it.
It was destiny.
Yes, destiny.
At that, the other 3 old men kind of laugh at you, but the one old man is deadly serious, looking at you, and goes, "Oh, dude, no, you must tell me, like, if that you never see an Absol unless you're destined to. Please tell us your story."
Should we tell him the story?
No.
I don't see why not.
I mean, she is a mystic. It would make kind of sense.
Well, but I mean, should we tell him that the original Absol that he saw as a kid is now dead?
I don't know if I did that.
Yeah, but it's not. What? Okay, Jesus. You could tap me. You don't have to snap at me. I mean, it's not. It's reincarnated. So I mean, I don't know. I don't really see the big deal in telling him shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Tell
This
him.
is a fan club. They love Pokemon.
Tell him
Okay,
the story.
I spin the yarn, I tell the tale, I throw in a few musical numbers for flair.
What is like? Can you just like summarize it, like very, very briefly? Like, what
Okay.
major events are you going to talk about?
Well, the cave, the visions that I got that led us to the fight where we rescued Absol, but he passed away and was reincarnated as the egg.
At that, all the other men shut up, and they're just kind of amazed. And the old man just looks back, and he just kind of says, "So the guardian is dead? That is disappointing. But if your tale is true, young lady, that is simply amazing. I would love to sponsor you, and especially if you came back and showed me again. If you do not know, we are actually quite successful businessmen. We're all from Aristocrat.
I knew it.
He says we're all from Aristocrat Harbor, and he points to the old man. He says his son runs the fishing shop. This man over here, his grandson now runs the store yard, and this man's son runs the card shop, and I'm in charge of the club here. We would be happy to sponsor you as a regional business rather than.
Oh, yes.
Hell yeah.
See, and you guys all panic for nothing.
I didn't panic. I was the one who told us to come here.
Anyway.
Yeah, we'll definitely come back and show you him when he hatches.
All right, he is very happy. He you could tell he's just got the biggest smile on his face. He looks younger. He just pulls out a check, writes it for 500 Poké Dollars, and says, "And there's more where that comes from." In fact, he kind of withholds the check just a second and says, "Perhaps you could leave the egg here."
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
I was not.
All right, calm.
He says, "I could write another 0 on this check."
No, still no.
No,
While we
we
do
Sir.
appreciate, guys, calm down. We just have to be simple about it.
I know.
Well,
Well, you have to play with strength.
While we do appreciate the compensation, we do believe the Guardian was destined to give this egg to our mystic friend, and think it is rightfully so that she take care of it.
I mean, my whole thing was you couldn't put a price on destiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. He goes, "Oh, you know what? That's totally fine. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, young people.
Right there.
You are welcome back into our club at any time." And he snaps his finger and says, "Sophie, bring them some refreshments." And she quickly snaps to the fridge and grabs some things and just.
they're all poison drinks.
Suddenly grows.
Scarlet, hold on to that egg, just in case.
And she brings you back a whole bunch of stuff in a bag. And in this bag is 10 baby food.
What?
Baby food.
Baby?
It's if you give it to Pokemon under level 25, within the next hour, the first fight they have, they gain double experience.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
She also brings you a 12-pack of lemonade and
Whole pack of lemonade. Holy shit.
I'm writing this all down.
Yeah, cool.
she also gives you grocery rations for 2 weeks if you're on the road.
Oh, wicked.
Nice.
Good haul. And we've got the monthly thing for a regional, which is, what was the regional thing again? 500?
500 a month.
Sweet.
So we got 100 from the other one and 500 from them.
I also have this nugget. Do you mind exchanging it?
He looks at that and goes, "Oh wow, that's quite a treasure. I assume you got this at the dig site?"
Yep.
Yeah.
I've only ever seen one other nugget there. That's amazing. Of course, and he writes another 0 on the check.
Yeah, there we
Thank you
go.
very much.
And
That's 5,000 a month.
no. This check is just your first time payment. He then just gives you $500 cash for another thing.
In on the account sort of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
So you got 5,500 from him and a bunch of supplies. Not only that, you're welcome here to eat and sleep or whatever.
Yay!
Yay.
Pretty much at any time. So
It's stacked. I think it's time, guys. So we're done here. I think if we're done here, I think it's time to take on that gym.
I gotta go eat dinner.
Well, should we can call it a day here and then take it during another time?
That's up to
Because
you
Tracy's
guys.
quite
or-
tired.
Hey, okay, I mean, we haven't been playing that long, I guess, but we can.
I don't know. I mean, whatever we want to do.
You want to just take a quick break? Just a quick break?
I'm good with just a quick break.
I don't know.
Hey guys, did you like the video? Do you like RPGs? Do you like cute creatures? Well, chances are you do if you watch the whole video through. Consider supporting Loading Crew Crafts by buying a Paladin or Rogue Jellyfish plush. Or, if you just want to support us in general, feel free to pledge to our Patreon and follow us on our social medias. Have a good one.